Ladies and gentlemen, I am drinking. There is a contingent, I believe, of fans who really enjoys watching me lose, and if that is you, then you're having a field day here because, boy. I have not been able to make it past 6 wins for over 7 runs. My average since starting this series is below 6. It's actually up to 5.9. We're down to 5.9 after being at 6.6 for a little while. And things are just going terribly. This is, I think, one of the worst ruts I've ever been in since the great aggro fiasco of 2013. If you've been around for a long time, you might remember that. There was like a brief surge where people would just play crazy aggro, and I would never expect it, and I'd lose. Alright, so here we have a nice opening hand. Tempted actually to keep a deadly poison. I'm actually going to keep this whole hand. So the way this works is coin ringleader on turn 1, novice engineer on turn 2. And on turn 3, you can dagger up deadly poison, kill something. Turn 4, you get the cheap dread corsair and hopefully something else as well. The thing I'm drinking, I've never seen it before. It's called Ricura. It's like this creamy rum liqueur with horchata. It's delicious. And yeah, I'm drinking it in the middle of the day. Here it is, 2:15 p.m. But that's the joy of having a part-time job where you only work evenings. Alright, I could of course keep the coin for Violet Teacher, blah blah blah, but against a Paladin this is a very strong opener. Because some classes can deal with it, like, Cleave will kill this, Forked Lightning will kill it, though that's Overload, so it's still not that great. Rogues and mages can kill off the little bandit, but the Paladins don't really have any good answers to this. So while Coin Ringleader is no longer the horrible terror that it used to be, it's still a pretty strong opening play against some circumstances, and Paladins are definitely one of those. Alright, let's go ahead and do... Well, okay, so I could actually make a dagger here. Now, the thing about making a dagger is it would let me check for Noble Sacrifice, and then next turn I could actually play Deadly Poison on it. Well, that would suck then for checking for Noble Sacrifice. But okay, the point is next turn I can play Deadly Poison. This guy would cost 1 mana and play him. So I could actually play him on next turn if I dagger up now. Which is interesting. Very interesting indeed. That would also let me kill anything he plays. I'm actually going to do this. I'm not going to do the attack for 2 reasons. Number 1, I want Deadly Poison to be full. And number 2, it's not actually as likely to be Noble Sacrifice as it used to be. Although it happens to be. Nowadays you see a lot of Avenge, because it's a really good secret. And you also see a lot of other secrets. Now I've seen a lot more Repentances and Redemptions now, just because ever since Naxrammas came out, I guess people want to use those crappy secrets just because the Paladin's got a good one. Now, actually, I'm not even that big a fan of Avenge. I've tried it, had not had really great results with it. Alcohol is delicious. The main issue... Oh, Jesus, really? Most people don't play the ooze that early. But I guess this guy wanted to. Okay. Well, I'm still going to do this. Can't play the Dread Corsair, but I can play him next turn. How do I want to do this? Well, we'll check for the... Oh, geez, this could be an Avenge now. That's bad. Well, I think it's an Avenge, so I'm going to go ahead and preserve my creature. Nope, it's Noble Sacrifice. Okay, cool. So I take actually 1 less damage doing it this way, which is fine, I suppose. And next turn I get this guy plus Pyromancer. Man, I don't even normally like alcohol very much, but that is so tasty. I hope it's not too expensive. I should buy some more. It's actually my roommate's. Somebody brought it over for a party, and he left it while he went out of town, and I've had it twice now. No, so not that many times, but twice. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to play the Violet Teacher. The reason for that is it survives against True Silver, whereas the Dread Corsair does not. And I'm not using this Wicked Knife this turn anyway, so I can play the Dread Corsair next turn. Might as well use my mana efficiently. If I played the Dread Corsair now, I would have only been able to play the Pyromancer, and I would have had a mana left open. So I might as well use my mana as much as I can. Okay, Violet Teacher dies. It's fine though. At least I got his weapon to be used up, and his Hammer of Wrath, and his whole turn to be used up, and he has another secret. Wow. Well, I think that's got to be Avenge. I mean, would this guy really play with 3 Noble Sacrifices? That seems highly improbable to say the least. Grab the Ogre Magi here for some spell damage, and we're going to pass the turn. If this were a regular dagger, I would have fished for Noble Sacrifice, I suppose, but since it is Deadly Poison, I don't think I should do that. Tasty. Not the best Avenging Wrath ever, although it'll probably kill one of them. It is unlikely to kill both. Yeah. Okay. Well. If it's actually another noble sacrifice, then so be it, I guess. I just really don't think that it is. I can actually kill the egg and then trade the Ogre Maggot for it, clearing off his board, play a Boulder for Stoker. That seems good. Actually, that was maybe a mistake, because if this were a redemption, that would have been really, really bad. But it is not a redemption, it's not a noble sacrifice. Could be a repentance, I'll take that risk. It's not that. So it's either an eye for an eye or an avenge, because avenge does not fire if you only have one minion out and that minion dies. Alright, he's got the silence, or sorry, not the silence, the peacekeeping. So the ogre, and he has a taunt to stop the ogre from being useful. So that was a pretty good move on his part, all things considered. We'll get the Demolisher. We'll combo. And it's actually Avenge, yes, of course. So now he has 4-9. That's well played.
Well played.
Ouch.
I hope you like my invention.
I should have actually done this first because it's drawing a card. Luckily, it didn't matter. Yeah, that was pretty good Avenge. Okay, so Avenge was pretty good there when you can get it on Mogish and Warden. 4-9. I have a 1-7 Ogre. Am I actually going to lose this game after all that? Yet another secret. Wow, enough with the secrets, buddy. Enough with the secrets. So I think here's the time for the Pyromancer, because it'll kill off the Commando. Assassinate's really good. I will be one shy of playing Assassinate, though, if I use the Pyromancer Shiv combo. Alright, we're going to do it, though, because I think there might be another revenge. So I'll Shiv that, draw a card. Archer Commander will have to wait for another day. Is he going to have another revenge? It's another revenge. Okay, well, he's got a 7-9 taunt. That's the bad news. The good news is I'm not dead. And I have the Assassinate for this. So I should be alright. I think. Against Wolfson. Mr. Wolfie McWolferson here. He's going to kill my Ogre, an interesting choice, and to play Avenging Wrath to kill off the rest of my stuff, so I'm going to take 6 damage to the face and lose my minions. Now, the good news is finally I'm playing against a Paladin in the top deck war as a rogue rather than as a warrior, so I can actually kill all these recruits off. Finally. He's at full health. I did take a fair bit of damage, and I'll take more. I'll basically take 1 damage a turn from these recruits. Which sucks. I guess he gets the upper hand on that. You can pass your turn now. There's nothing to think about. You've attacked with everything you have, and you've spent all your mana, and you have no cards. So we could pass the turn now. Yeah, thanks. Good job. Good job. You found the pass turn button. Good for you. Special prizes. I kill you now. So we've got 6 damage here. I can kill just about anything that he would play. I mean, Ogre would be like a notable exception, but he's in a top deck situation, and I've got a kill for most things. That leaves a creature behind, and I can kill off his damned recruits. So I think I should be in good shape. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, got some kind of a removal spell. I hope he chokes on it. It's not going to be good against the Archer Commander, and it's not going to be good against Violet Teacher. He's actually played 2 Avenging Wraths. Wow, this guy had 2 Avenging Wraths, and I'm still beating him. Maybe this deck is good. Or maybe my luck is finally turning around. Ah, who am I kidding? Who am I goddamn kidding? Alright, is he going to heal himself? Is that what he had, a healing touch? Nope, he just pointed something at himself and that was that. Okay, well, let's backstab this baby, get a student. Make an Acolyte. I'll pop the Divine Shield, let's be greedy. There's a risk of it being Consecration, but Consecration only kills my students. And the Commander, it gives me a card and it doesn't even kill the Violet Teacher, so I'd welcome a Consecration here. If that's one of his 2 cards, it's definitely better than that than like some big minion that I'd have to throw everything at. He does have a Holy Light, and he heals himself for 6, so he goes down a card, which is awesome, and he plays a Panther, which will hit me for 4, which is a bit scary, but I'm at 9 health. It shouldn't matter. He shouldn't be able to kill me with a single card. I'm not going to dagger the recruits anymore. I would like to preserve my health as much as possible, and I'm going to think, do I play the Pint-Sized Summoner? Yeah, I got room for these imps still. It's likely the The Panther's gonna kill one of my creatures, actually, because he can't kill me. Taking me down to 9 doesn't do anything. He really should kill off the Argent Commander. Although, really, what's he gonna do if he does kill the Commander? I've got all these minions left over. He pretty much has to save up for a Pyromancer Equality or Equality Consecration to actually clear my board and win that way. I have 11 cards, not gonna die to fatigue. He gets Divine Shield. But that's fine. I can clear off some minions from the board, which is what I want to do. Fan of Knives, eh? Well, first, I'll get a card. Let's not. Wait, can I win? 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, can't win. Yeah, let's be greedy with this Acolyte. Let's get the full 3 cards out of it. Might as well. Backstab is good to see. Alright, so we'll do that. Get a student. Fan of Knives for a card. Oh shoot, I should have thrown one of these guys away first. Crap. Then I would have gotten a student. Well, anyway. It's okay. Go, go, go your boat. Gently down the stream. Remake the dagger. And efficiently, life is but a dream. We've got more cards coming up with Fan of Knives and the Acolytes. And I'm threatening lethal now. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's good. Wolfie McWolferson is gonna go down.
Well played.
Like a clown with a frown upside down. That would mean smiling, because clowns always smile. Oh, I'm up to level 48. Look at that. Man, that's delicious. I'm gonna have to drink with my roommate when he gets home. Today is a day for drinking. That would be a great song in a musical, wouldn't it? Today is a day for drinking. The arenas all suck ass. Today is a day for drinking. Being sober, I think I'll pass. I'm gonna eat some pumpkin seeds. Hope you don't mind. Life. Why do we even try? Maxi pad? Really? Maxi pad? Like, I think that's worse than Big Ballsack the Priest. You know what? We're just gonna keep this. Sure, I could try for some improvement, but this deck has a lot of spells. So getting a handful of minions is pretty good. And the main problem with these minions is that they're weak. They don't hit very hard. But the Unstable Ghoul's got good synergy with the Acolyte. And the Violet Teacher's a great turn 4 play. I have something to play every single turn. Hoping that he maybe misses a beat isn't the worst thing in the world. And this is the second time in like 2 days that I've seen somebody slam a creature without killing it. I do not condone this behavior. Although the last warrior did end up having a whirlwind, killed off the ghoul, damaged another creature for 1, and then the ghoul finished it off the other health of the creature, which was sad. Alright, looks like he does have the kill. Execute? Really? Execute? Wow. So that's a pretty aggressive use of execute. And then he wastes the Cruel Taskmaster. What is going on here? Let's keep the board clear and have a weapon in hand for keeping it even clearer. I don't like saving things up for the Violet Teacher. A good option now is better than the best option later, I say. Yes, I do. Senjin. Well, that's annoying, to be sure. I could kill it with the Viscerate. Uncomboed. Or I could just combo it and waste the Deadly Poison, essentially. Or I could play the Violet Teacher and hope it lives. Let's try the Violet Teacher.
Pay attention, class.
See what happens. He's already used an Execute and a Cruel Taskmaster. He's kind of, I mean, that's a combo that he just used for nothing, basically. And a Slam. So how much removal can he have? I got raw pumpkin seeds from the store, and they're pretty good, but next time I think I'm going to get the roasted salted kind. These taste like, well, they could do with a little bit of roasting and salting. That's what they taste like. Insightful commentary by Papa Boris. You heard it here first. Maxi Pad. I do not want to lose to Maxi Pad. God damn it. Please, God, can I please just not lose to Maxi Pad? Now, I'm not one of those guys who gets, like, squigged out by feminine hygiene. I don't see any problem with talking to women about their periods or whatever. It's just a fact of life. I just feel like if you name yourself that, it's a stupid name. Like if there was somebody named Tampon, it'd be dumb. Okay, so he's gonna play the Cult Master Gambit. Hoping I will kill this engine. And his Gambit is going to fail, because I'm going to use an Eviscerate uncomboed to kill the Cult Master first.
I'm ready to learn.
I'm going to beef up the Violet Teacher with Abusive Sergeant. Look at that, MVP Abusive Sergeant. Bailey Raider, risking a Whirlwind or Cleave, and pass the turn. So the board advantage is great. My guys are fragile, so that could easily go bad. But I got some good card advantage here. And unless he kills everything with one card, which I don't think he can, I'm still doing fine on cards. If he doesn't kill things, the Raid Leader is just amazing. Okay, so the Violet Teacher is dead, but the other three are alive. Does he have a Whirlwind for them? It's amazing how long he's gone without giving me anything to kill with my Deadly Poison weapon. Is he going to give another Execute for the Violet Teacher? Weird. That Cleave could have missed the Violet Teacher. He really should have killed the Cleave with the Fiery War Axe. I think he was trying to save himself a point of health, but that was a really stupid risk to take. Okay, so finally I can actually kill this stupid thing. Don't really want to play Raid Leader here because it dies unprofitably to Fiery War Axe. Let's leave him with no good targets for the Fiery War Axe instead. The Demolisher survives it, and the Acolyte of Pain draws a card. Problem with pumpkin seeds is they just slip out of your fingers sometimes and fall to the floor. These are the tragedies of the day. Dropping pumpkin seeds and going 0-3 in the arena as a shaman with three fire elementals. Alright, there's another rather aggressively spent Execute that I'm not sure I'm a big fan of. I think we will do a Fan of Knives. See what we got. Ring Leader is tempting, but we're gonna do the Raid Leader instead so that I can actually kill this Yeti and get another card. That would have been nice earlier. Alright, so he's got 2 cards to my 4. My 4 cards are pretty crappy, so if he gets a big minion in there, or like a Silverhand Knight, he can actually catch back up. Don't really want to use Assassinate on that. So Dagger first, then Pirate, then Raid Leader, or Ring Leader, and I will go ahead and just backstab this thing. We're going to assume the Raid Leader lives, and that the 4 damage will be enough to kill off the Silverhand Knight. Silverhand Knight was good for a 2-for-1. It'll kill the Pirate, and it also took out a backstab. Assassinate's a good trump card to have here. Anything really, really large, and I can kill it. Mortal Strike. It's annoying. So he gets to pass my taunt, gets to kill my Raid Leader. Well, it is a top deck war, but it's one that I have the advantage in, I think.
Here we go.
It's annoying that he heals himself faster than I can kill him. But I've got a piece of removal, which will be comboed after I draw my next card, and I have a 2-2 starting out. So he has to get a minion that's better than my 2-2. Well, that'll do, Pig, but the Windfree Harpy has the problem. It is a 6-mana minion. It only has 5 health, and dies pretty easily. Now I could either use Eviscerate and Dagger to kill this, or Divine Shield and Dagger to kill it. I'm going to use Divine Shield and Dagger because his hand is empty. He's not that likely to have removal to top deck off the top for this. The Eviscerate might end up going on his head. I'd rather keep the Eviscerate and lose the Divine Shield than lose the Eviscerate and have the Divine Shield that may or may not actually help me. Backstab would be nice here. We'll settle for a 2-2, and I will use Eviscerate on this to preserve my minion's health. Because the Eviscerate might do 4 damage to his head at some point, whereas this guy is going to be doing 2 damage every single turn. So I'd rather keep that around. Maybe it's not a maxi pad. Maybe it's a maxi iPad. Like he uses an iPad as a maxi pad because he doesn't really like iPads very much. That was a pretty good top deck. It kills my best creature, and the body will actually kill one of my other creatures. So he's actually going to, well, he's actually going to kill all my creatures with that one card. Wow, that's a 3-for-1. Sucks. But what are you going to do? What you're going to do is you're going to hit him in the face.
Coming through. Here we go.
He can, I mean, he can get ahead now if he top decks a heal or some other removal. But I will gamble that that will not happen. And indeed it doesn't. Nerubian Egg is a very bad top deck. Because you can't do anything with it. It's just a dead card. Unless you top deck something else to help it. So we'll fill this with my dagger. Hit him in the face. There's no reason to pop the egg for him. And now we've got a questing. No matter what card I draw next turn, I should be able to play it. I can't think of any card I wouldn't play. And I'm actually threatening lethal. 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, he's going to be at 9 health. Okay. That Nerubian Egg was a good stroke of luck for me. Because it was essentially him going down a card. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8. This backstab, even with the spell damage. Alright, we'll do this. I'm going to kill the Frothing Berserker. I guess I'll use the spell damage
Here we go.
to kill this thing. Hit him in the face for 7. Now I'm threatening lethal. He has to kill both my minions. Either one will kill him even after he armors up. Giving taunt to the Nerubian Egg is not good enough. I can just kill it and then attack with the other minion. So I should win unless he gets something very crazy like a Brawl, I guess? Or whatever that saves the egg. Or Deathwing, I guess, would be good. Deathwing would actually be really good. I could dagger him down to 1, but then he would have a Deathwing there, and I would only have 1 more card draw to kill him. Yeah, Deathwing would have saved him there. Oh, he's not going to let me see what I would have drawn to see whether I could have beaten top deck Deathwing. Okay, cool. So, up to 3 wins. Would you look at that? My alcohol's been drank. My pumpkin seed's been ate. Now I just got this arena to play. And try to get myself a date? No. Yeah, this is good. Good, 3 wins. 3 wins. Maybe I should just reevaluate my standard for success. How about 4? 4 is a successful arena now. Ah, yes, I'm the best. Only once in the last 7 runs have I failed to succeed. Dragon Warrior. Oh, God, this name. There is so much about this name that makes me mad. Alright, I'm just going to do this right now, folks, and I apologize, but I'm going to just list off all the things in this name that make me mad. Number 1, the completely necessary number. Number's not necessary in Hearthstone. You can name yourself whatever you want. It's your ID that is unique. The name can be whatever. Don't need the number. Number 2, warrior. There's absolutely no reason to misspell warrior, and ever. Why not just put the extra R in there? There is no reason. Number 2, why are you abbreviating dragon? You could have spelled dragon if you had just not used the numbers. Oh my god. Damn. Alright, so Cruel Taskmaster is just the worst possible thing that could have happened. FML, etc., etc. It's going to be a 2-for-1. At the very least. Maybe even better than that if he has like a Fiery War Axe here. Nope, he's just going to settle for a 2-for-1. That's fine. Play a Panther. This is awkward. I could play the Demolisher, but the Demolisher is actually very bad against the Panther. So is the Questing Adventurer. I could coin into the Dread Corsair, which just feels like the worst thing ever. Ugh. There's nothing good to do here. Alright, let's play a wolf. I'll trade with the panther. And then maybe I can play the ogre oh my god, why is he saying my thanks again? Are you god... You know, sometimes sometimes you just can't do anything. So he's actually up 2 cards already. Good. Glad that happened. Oh, you know, I should have played the questing adventure, coin, and then this thing. Whoops. Well, whatever. So if the panther runs, what are you saying my thanks for now? Anyway, if the panther runs in here, it will die when the thing pops. Ah, Stampeding Kodo. Nice name. The Demolisher dies to a Stampeding Kodo. That's bad. That was an error, he says. I don't know why he says that. Whatever, so the panther will die at least, but he's still ahead of card. He's just gaining cards every single goddamn motherfucking turn. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this guy, even though he dies to the Kodo. Just hope I get Fan of Knives in time to play it. Wow, this game is just the worst. Cruel Taskmaster for my 2-1. Stormwind Knight for my 2-2. Stampeding Kodo for my Demolisher. Just never catching a break this time. Against Dragon Warrior 13. You could have just made it Dragon Warrior 13. And I believe there's enough of a character limit that you could have also put that extra R in there. I believe you could have done it. Alright, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and concede, I think. Yeah? Does that seem like a good plan? I think that seems like a pretty great plan. Have more time for more games. In one video. Well played. Yeah, thanks. Go fuck yourself, asshole. Alright, on to the next game. Just like that, we're 3-2. It feels like it was only like 2 minutes ago that I was saying I was 3-1, because that's what it was. Oh, how fast the fortunes change. I need to do some more drinking after this. I'm already starting to think. You know, really, we could very easily do the next arena run in this video. All I have to do is lose the next 1 or 2 or 3 games. That would be justified. La-de-fucking da. Zocidic. That is a dumb name. Maybe I'm in a bad mood, but it's just an ugly name. It's not like a dumb name like, you know, Brian is a dumb name. Or Dragon Warrior with 1 R13 is a dumb name. It's just like not that a pretty different name. Zocidic. It just sounds stupid. I don't know. I get that Dread Corsair every goddamn game. Now, Violet Teacher, I've got 2 of them, so it makes sense that I draw it more often, but okay, Dread Corsair, I don't actually need it every single time. We could do with some variety. Maybe get Backstab here every now and then. That would be nice. No, let's just get all of our 4-drops. Sure. Okay, we'll do that. Fine. Fippity-foo fine. Alright, luckily he has a slow start as well. Now, I could make a totem and kill this, but let's just go big or go home here. We'll play the Unstable Ghoul, try to get a creature down. And next turn, well, I can coin into one of my 4-drops. Quote-unquote 4-drops for this stupid guy, but Dark Iron Dwarf might be useful depending on what he plays. Okay, I don't really need Dark Iron Dwarf. He's going to volunteer to get rid of his own totem. I think that's a mistake. I think he should have kept that around. Oh, is he going to Rockbiter? Ah, okay, got it. So you were going to kill it. Well, you might as well have... That did nothing. Ah, whatever. Okay, so the healing totem will heal itself up from that. And now Assassinite's obviously not useful, so we're just going to coin it a Violet Teacher. A 3-5 is better than a 4-4, generally. Especially since the Dark Iron Dwarf has a battle cry that would have been wasted, I might as well play the Dark Iron Dwarf second. And I got him to use a Rockbiter weapon on a 2-drop, which is alright. And he's had a slow start, so presumably he's going to start playing good things. But if he plays a Chillwind Yeti or a Sanjin, I can Dark Iron Dwarf and bring it down. Is he going to Hex that? Really? I mean, Violet Teacher is a good card. So that's cool. So I got to use up a Hex. I do have some things in this deck I don't want getting hexed, like maybe this guy and my Ogre. I will drop the Dark Iron Dwarf now. Kill off his healing totem. Oh man, I think my throat's getting sore from all the from all the commentating. Okay, I think I'm fine though. So here, I think the right move is kill the squire, dagger up, and play the acolyte. Now I could have played the dread corsair, but what's the point? It would just die to this guy. Might as well make this guy kill the frog, then I can kill him back with the dark iron dwarf, and then I can play the dread corsair, or the argent commander even to kill this thing off. Okay, hopefully no forked lightning. He actually has forked lightning after getting a spell damage totem. Are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus Christ. FML. Well, he gives taunt to everything, which is probably the right thing to do, although he doesn't think it is. And I will, but it works out well for me here because I can just kill that off. Now I'd like to backstab this thing and dagger it, but the spell damage totem being taunted is good for that. It stops me from killing off this thing, so he's going to get the kill on my Argent Commander, quite tragically. One thing I should look out for is that Assassin's Blade will make this thing cost 1 mana. He's actually going to use the totem to kill that. Interesting. Please do not be a taunt. Okay, so at least I get one little bit of luck is that he didn't get a taunt totem there. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is the following. We're going to backstab this thing. Fan of Knives for a card. I'd love to play the Assassin's Blade now, but I can't. We'll have to content myself with a Shiv. On that for another card. Dagger it to death, play Murloc Raider. So what's the story here, Mama Glory? He's got 5 cards to my 5 and a 2/1. He is the first to play though, and a big creature could catch him up. Well, nope, 2 big creatures. I've got Assassinate for 1, but 2 big creatures in a row. No, I don't want you to play that thing. Oh my god. It's the one thing I don't want because it's not good to use Assassinate against that. Well. So what I'm going to have to do is a little bit... Well, okay, so I could Fan of Knives, Assassin's Blade, kill this thing, and kill the totem. Or I get Abusive Sergeant, Murloc Raider to kill that. I could also play Ogre Magi. That's the move. That's the move. Okay. Ogre Magi. Fan of Knives for 2 damage across the board. Finish this stupid... Finish that off. I'm going to play Abusive Sergeant. You know what? I'm going to hang on to it. No, I'm going to play it. Just for the body. Hang on to the weapon. Because I might not play Assassin's Blade next turn. And if I don't, then I want to use the Wicked Knight. He's going to Fork Lightning. Okay. Kind of makes me regret playing the Abusive Sergeant and Fire Elemental. Annoying. Gets a taunt. Lucky for him. Luckily for me, I have Assassinate. So we'll draw a card first. Boulder Fist Ogre. That would have been nice. Assassinate. Got mana left over, so I might as well whack that once. Make a new dagger. He's got 4 cards to my 4 cards. I've got a Boulder Fist Ogre, used up my Assassinate. Kind of regret playing the Abusive Sergeant. That would have made Forked Lightning not work. Of course, I didn't know that was going to happen. He's already played a Forked Lightning, didn't think he'd have another one. Zosidic. That's an ugly name. It's just ugly. Nothing wrong with it on technical merit. It's just an ugly name. Yes. Spectral Knight's pretty good. I can't really easily deal with it. Please don't be a healing totem. It's not good. Alright, so here we go. Let's do the Boulder Fist Ogre. Kill that thing. Kill this thing. And I'm gonna just play this guy. So the reason is, he hits it with the Spectral Knight, it goes down to 3 health. I make a dagger, Deathly Poison, kill it. Okay, now that it's gonna get healed, I'll have to also throw the Novice Engineer at it. I've got a Geomancer, which is a bit alarming, because usually people don't play that unless they're right about to play something like a Lightning Storm. Assassin's Blade Deadly Poison is 20 damage, but he's at 29 health. I'm not really realistically going to be able to kill him with that. Especially because he's a shaman, he can make taunt totems. I don't want to go all in on that if I don't have to. Meanwhile, daggering his Spectral Knight is fine because I'm at 25 health. I'll still be above 20 after hitting it. He has a Lightning Storm. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so now he gets to kill the Ogre with his Spectral Knight. Oh my god, please tell me he doesn't have like a lightning bolt here or something stupid. He hits me in the face with the Spectrum. Well, I think that's a mistake, because that lets the ogre kill the thing. Interesting. He's really gambling that I was going to hit his Spectral Knight with the ogre myself. An interesting gamble. This plus the blade is only 5 damage, unfortunately.
So many.
Yeah, I'm going to kill this. I don't know why I wouldn't. We'll do the blade. Kill the totem. Should I play the raid leader here? I do, and the reason I'm playing raid leader is that if he uses the Spectral Knight to kill the raid leader, it goes to 4 health. This plus deadly poison, then we'll finish it off. Flame Tongue lets the Nerubian Egg kill my ogre and pop a 4/4. I might have to use Eviscerate on that now. Okay. So we play Direwolf Alpha. Eviscerate the 4/4. Now the shitty thing is that the Flame Tongue totem is next to Healing Totem, so my wolf is gonna die. So he's actually winning this game. He's got a life advantage, a board advantage, and a card advantage. And he's first to play in the top deck war. I don't even know how things got so bad, but they sure did get pretty bad. At least he didn't get a taunt totem, so I got something going for me. Earthshock. Okay, so he's actually not going to spend the Healing Totem killing that. That's fine. He used up his card. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, we have to kill the Flame Tongue now.
Here we go.
Demolisher. It's not that great here, honestly. It doesn't die to the mind control tech, but it doesn't really do much either. I mean, it has a chance of killing off a totem if it lives. That's about it. It's gonna save his spell damage, or possibly just replay it. I don't know which. And okay. Barrel hits his face, which was the one thing I didn't want it to hit, and I get an uncomboed Eviscerate. Can't kill that thing. I think it's time to concede. So, that sucked. Like all my arenas do. I should really just stop posting arenas, I think, until I start winning again. But okay, we're gonna keep on going. There's enough time because I died so fast. 3 wins. Total shit. That I can start the new run. It's okay, it was frozen for a second there. So my rogue runs are 3-9-3. I don't have a single good class. I mean, Druid went 3-7-12 and Priestess 10-8, but of the classes I've played 3 times, they've all just kind of sucked. 50 gold, pretty good, making up the entry fee for the arena. Because 100 gold of the entry fee is to buy the pack, of course. So you're really just fronting 50. We have Paladin, Druid, or Warrior. Well, I've played all of these 3 times. The only ones I've only played twice are Priest and Mage. Paladin, Druid, Warrior. Well, let's take a look. Which one is my worst one? The worst one of these is actually Warrior. Because Paladin, looking at my stats, I averaged 6.7 and Warrior averaged 5.7. So a Warrior, you know, granted the sample size is small, I actually have 1 whole fewer game per run on average. Alright, I'll take the Questing Adventurer because it's cheap. The Guides to an Auctioneer can get you cards, but it's very, very dicey. I found in the arena it doesn't work very well that often. So I'll just take the cheaper card if I'm going to have to take something that's bad. Take the Abusive Sergeant here. Arcanite Reaper I think is better than the Ghoul. Gorehell wins games, so we'll take that for sure. Got another Epic right in a row, a 3-drop. This is the only one that does anything, so we'll take him. Spiteful Smith is the only one of these cards that's any good. Now, here's an interesting moment. I mean, the Execute is nice to have. The other cards are fine, though. I will take Execute. It's nice to have that for the removal. Now, I think the Death's Bite here might be a mistake, because I've already got 2 weapons, and I need creatures. Do I take the good 4-drop or the 2-drop? Because I don't have any 2-drops. I've already got a buff with the Sergeant. We'll take the really good 4-drop here. A Legendary. Wow, I'm getting a lot of Legendaries. Captain Greenskin is funny, but we're going to just take Ragnaros. I think that's a pretty safe pick. Here I have another opportunity for Death's Bite. I'm actually going to grab Spellbreaker, though. I've already got, well, 3 creatures, or sorry, 3 weapons. Weaponsmith, Gorehowl, Reaper, and I don't want to be too greedy with that kind of thing. Slam is good with Execute. The Money Berserker is great, but I think I don't want to pass on Slam. Do I take another Weaponsmith? Spiking at 4 mana like this? Now let's take the Brewmaster. I need to get some 2-drops. Oh, this sucks. Well, mediocre Taunter it is. Rampage? Or the Mad Bomber. You know what? I just don't hate myself enough to take Mad Bomber yet, so we're going to grab Rampage, which can be fun. Take the Warsong Commander, because that's sometimes good. This is the only good card there. Ugh. Yuck. Don't like those choices. Well, this works well with Rampage, so I'll do that. Creeper, just because I need 2 drops, even though the Golem is better. And I've already got a Silence, so I don't need that. I don't need another Creeper. We'll take the Storm of Night for some removal and burn potential. Whirlwind can be good with Execute, and just sometimes regularly. Heroic Strike is good as a finisher, and as removal, this is good with Cleave, so I'll take that over the stupid monkey. Spectral Knight over the second Warsong, I think, to give my deck some oomph. Take a Raptor for some early game. Now, I don't have any card draw here except for the 1 Slam, so Shield Block is tempting, but I'll just take another Slam because it's removal and I need it to go with Execute. Grab a Dwarf for some 4 mana action. Here I could take the Upgrade. Although I'm just not a fan of that card, nor am I that big a fan of Twilight Drake, so I'll take the Arcane Golem actually just to have some burn potential. I do like adding reach to my deck, especially as a warrior, to help finish games off. Gorehowl is a really fun card. It's really good to finish games off with, even if you're not using it to kill off the opponent. Or the opponent's minions. Alright, so this will be just 1 game, and then it'll be continued in the next video. I'll keep the 2-drop and the 3-drop, I guess. Very generic creatures. They don't really do much, but, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world to hope your opponent has a slow start, especially Druids sometimes. Draft really expensive things and play slowly. Got a 2/3/4. If they can all live, it's not a bad opening once the defender drops, of course. It's them living that's the tricky part. Well, it all starts with them passing on turn 1. So, can we do that? Can that happen? Please? Not a chance. Well, I don't really... I hate this. But I'm going to play the Geomancer. I mean, the Abusive Sergeant could die to Shapeshift. So I will trade the Abusive Sergeant for the Geomancer, even though he gets the better end of that trade. Maybe now he'll play Double Argent Squire and I can play the Blood Knight as a 9/9. Mark of the Wild, what the fuck? Ugh, okay. Well, it's not the end of the world because he didn't kill my Geomancer? Are you kidding me? Wow. Alright, sure then. I'll slam this without drawing a card. That was an outrageous error. He had to kill my Geomancer. Because I could buff it or kill this guy with a straight spell. I mean, I could have killed that guy with a Fiery War Axe. 3 health isn't that much. He really should have... I mean, he probably could have figured I didn't have a Fiery War Axe just because I didn't play it to kill the guy in the first place. I put the Geomancer instead, but still. He really should have killed us. Now this thing's alive and it should have been dead 2 turns ago. So yeah, this is why you kill your opponent's creatures. I'm putting on a clinic here. Alright, he's got 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6, but I've got the board advantage by a pretty sizable margin. He needs like Ascension here. Ascension would catch him up, because I'd have to throw these 2 creatures both at him, and I don't have any removal here.
Your magic shall not
So Spellbreaker's a nice move for him as well. It drops my guys down to 2 health. Execute. Unlike the Warrior we just played against, I'm not going to use Execute against things on turn 2. We'll save that for things that actually need it. Let's play Spider. Let's play Blood Knight. And let's 2 for 1. I'm ahead on cards. Might as well 2 for 1. Still have board presence going here. Actually, I'm not ahead on cards anymore, am I? Because he has 6 to my 5. But whatever, you know what I'm saying. Fen Creeper. Well, here's where Execute's much more justifiable. Even though I would have liked to have saved Execute for something else. Silencing doesn't really do anything for me, so we'll just pop the spiders, Execute, damage, and promote the fact that I have my armor up instead of doing something productive. Swipe, not bad here. Kills off the spiders and the Torn Warrior. This thing will live even after Shapeshift, so that's something. Got one of these in case he plays a Spellbreaker, or sorry, not a Spellbreaker, a Sunwalker. And this is an interesting moment. I could actually enrage this guy, then he will die. Alright. I'll silence off that taunt. And I will Kill this wolf. Rage this guy. And ignore his warden. Now I could panda back this knight to protect him in case of a swipe, and I will do that. I'll basically, instead of armoring up, I'm foregoing armor up to replace a 3-1 with a 3-2. And then, you know, not that I'm ever really going to use this Blood Knight, but just in case he had any Divine Shields, this would stop him from playing them. I don't think I have any Divine Shields myself. Starfall would wreck me here. Swipe would be bad, but not the end of the world. He could clear the board if he swiped, but he'd have to throw away his creature. Unlike Starfall, which would not require him to throw anything away to clear my board. Vargas lets him kill my dude. Oh wow, lets him really kill my dude? Oh, he's actually not even planning to kill my dude with the warden. That was a really good turn for him. Damn. Wait, he forgot to attack with this guy. He forgot to attack. Fascinating. Alright, sure. And that. This. And pass. So I'm down cards here. He's at 13 health. It's not likely I'll be able to burn him out. Oh, look at you! With your Ragnaros. Look at you. Please do not hit my Spiteful Smith. Okay, so I hit the spider, which is good. The other spider will kill the Defender of Argus. Do I use the Storm of Night to kill the Defender of Argus? I think I actually need to do that so that there's more targets for his Ragnaros. Now, of course, you could say Boris is just going to shapeshift your spider, but still, it's something for him to shapeshift. You have to spend mana on. I need this Spiteful Smith to live. I mean, that's the thing about Rag. He can't kill my Spiteful Smith right here, and I'm really counting on that. He shapeshifts to kill the spider. There's only a 1 in 3 chance that Rag will kill my Smith, and if this thing can hit for 4 damage, that would be a big deal. Okay, that doesn't taunt. Please do not play Defender of Argus here. No, pass the turn, hit my face. Oh my gosh, it actually hits my face. That is very lucky. Very lucky indeed. I'm gonna play this guy. I'm gonna ignore Ragnaros, hit him in the face. I've got Gore Howl. I've got Arcanite Reaper that will finish him off. The Cobra can kill the Smith. Rag can kill one of my guys, but he needs removal for the other one. And the last turn he didn't play any removal or taunt. So I'm hopeful here that I can actually keep a guy around and hit him in the face. Shapeshift up to 3 health. Okay. Raider doesn't make any difference. Suddenly I find myself wishing I had taken all those Death's Bites. Okay, so if Rag hits my face again, I win. If it hits the Storm of Night, I win. I got pretty lucky with those Rag hits. Well, I just want to show him that I had Gore Howl so that he doesn't get upset about Ragnaros. I think this is not bad-mannered. I think that was good-mannered. It tells him not to be upset about bad luck. Because I had the kill anyway coming up. What's that? I had a card in my deck that would win me the game, and I actually drew it in time to stop me from going 0-3. Oh, wow, that never happens. Oh, look, I have a quest for that. Hilarious. Oh, God. Thanks for watching, folks. Hit that like button. Subscribe. I'll see you soon.